everybody to the greatest quiz that you will ever see in your whole entire life. Mrs. Doherty is going to do a little bit of a song. Off you go, Mrs. Doherty. Mrs. Doherty is going to do a song.
This is the greatest quiz. Families at home, this is the quiz you've been waiting for. Whoa! That's all I've got.
Oh, I want some more.
Well done. You're in for such fun tonight, or this afternoon, if you're watching this afternoon, or whenever you want to watch this quiz. I've been very shocked about some of these naughty teachers, and hopefully you're going to find it very enjoyable. So before I start, I'm going to check I've got my trusty teachers in hand. So register, you need to say, "Here I am," when I say your name. Miss Sheldrick.
Here I am.
Mrs. Carnell.
Here I
Miss Pissy.
am. Here I am.
Didn't see you, Miss Pissy. Is your camera on?
Oh, she has frozen this time.
It's on. Oh.
Hi.
Ew, my internet is bad. Sorry. I'm here.
We can see you now. Okay, the next person I would like to call on is Mrs. Doherty. Okay, the next person I would like to call upon is Mrs. Darby.
Yeah, it's nice for my part.
I can hear somebody having a conversation in the background. Can you just all make sure? I'm going to mute you all. Bear with me a moment. Power to mute you all.
Yeah, with my fault.
Oh,
Have you got the power?
I've got the power. Got the power, power, got the power in me. The next person I'd like to see is Mrs. Darby. Oh, she's still not on, still not on. Never mind. Okay, the next person, I'm sure she'll come in a moment. Oh, you gave a shot reaction there, Mr. Heeson. The next person I would like to see is I know Mrs. Courtney Hale can't be here tonight, but she has sent in her questions. The next person, Miss Hames.
Here I am.
Hello, Miss Hames.
Hello.
Okay, the next person I'd like to see is Mr. Mabbott.
No problem. Thanks very much, you too. Cheers.
Oh. No, can't see Mr. Mabbott. I actually think it could be Mr. Mabbott who's been on the phone the whole time, you know, because actually he's on the phone. He's not here yet, but he will be here soon. The next person I'd like to see is Miss Wright.
Here I
Here you are. The next person I'd like to see is the cheeky Mr. Heeson.
Here I am.
Here he is. Okay, and the last but not least, Miss Eckett.
Here I am.
Hi, Miss Eckett. I was about to say sometimes she can be late to meetings, but I've got my magic wand. And
That wasn't one of my questions.
How late is Miss Eckett?
coming into the meeting is Mrs. Darby. Give us a wave, Mrs. Darby.
Hi.
Can't see you, Mrs. Darby.
Hi.
Now, last to
Miss Allen, you've missed me out.
Oh.
Hey,
I've not forgotten you. I've not.
I'm here.
And next up is Mrs. Ford.
Here I am.
And last but not least, we are waiting for Mr. Mabbott. Now, I'll let you into a trusty secret. Mr. Mabbott is always the last meeting.
It's not here.
He's not here. And often I go, Mr. Mabbott, where are you? And then he'll come running down. I'm here, Miss Allen. So what I will do is I'm going to make a start on the quiz, and I will ask you a question. The way in which it will work is you will need to write whether you vote A, B, or C for your answers, okay? And I'll ask a question about a certain member of staff. And you will have to vote. Everybody will give you time to vote, but I will tell you when you've got I'll count down from 3. So you must put your answer in on the when I say 3, 2, 1. It must be recorded. Okay, and you get a point for every. Pardon?
Where do I put my answer?
You're not. Well, you can join in, Mrs. Darby, but you know some of these answers.
Okay, that's a bit mean.
It's not me, but you join in. You can join in. Write it on your piece of paper.
Okay.
Okay. Oh gosh, I'm getting some right funny looks. Honestly, like someone just walked past my office, like. Never mind. Okay, so I will ask a question. I will say you've got 3, 2, 1. Please be honest. You get a point for each correct answer that you get. And at the end, I will invite you to share your scores. So first of all, I will start with myself. I've got mine in front of me at the moment. So children and adults can make some bad choices from time to time, and that's all part of learning. And when Miss Allen was younger, she did make, her fair share of bad choices. And when she was 3 years old, she went holidaying with her family. And when she was on stage, there was a big, large crowd, and she did something whilst in front of this big, large crowd. What was it? Was it A, run up to the child's entertainer and take his microphone, sing and dance in front of the whole crowd at the top of her voice and refuse to give it back? Did she B, lie down on the floor and refuse to get off the stage after she'd lost at musical bumps? Or did she see that another child had some sweets, ask him to share, and when he said no, bit him, so he dropped the sweeties in shock? So what you have to do is you either need to vote A, which is where she took the microphone with the child's entertainer, B, where she lay on the floor after she'd lost at musical bumps, or C, bite a child because he had sweets that she wanted. Vote now. I'm going to count down from 5.
It could be any of the above, though.
You're not allowed to share, Mrs. Doherty.
Mr. Mabbott says it's all 3.
Yeah,
It's
I
not.
thought we were sharing.
That was bad, but I'm not that bad. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Would anybody like to? I'm just going to see if a child on the microphone would like to share. Oh, Maxwell Glover, what do you think?
A.
You thought that she stole the microphone and was singing and dancing, did you? You'll wait and find out. Who else have I got up here? I can see Harry. What do you think I did, Harry Bailey?
B.
You think that I lay on the floor? Well, I've got news for you all. Actually, the answer is C. Yep, it was C. Miss Allen wanted some sweeties that another child had got. I asked him nicely to share. He didn't share and walked the opposite way. I ran after him, I chased him and I bit him, and he didn't come near me again all holiday, which I'm not really surprised about. So yeah, but if you're a child, don't do anything like that. Seriously, it's not a good thing to do, and we'd be very disappointed if you were to do anything like that. Okay. The next question is about Miss Wright. Miss Wright, are you there?
I'm here. I'm eating Oreos. Sorry.
Oh, nice. Okay. Miss Wright eating Oreos. Miss Wright has got a pet goldfish. What did Miss Wright call her goldfish? Was it A, Mickey, B, Ringo, or C, Stitch? Okay, so it's A, Mickey, B, Ringo, or C, Stitch.
That's C.
Okay, and in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Miss Wright.
Yes, Miss Allen.
Can you tell me, Miss Wright, what the answer is?
The answer is B, Ringo.
B, Ringo. Well,
Ringo.
Ethan, you got that incorrect. Well done if you got that correct. Okay, the next teacher we're going to ask about is the cheeky Mr. Heatham. Mr. Heatham has got a pet dog. Now, I know all about this pet dog, Mr. Heason. I was Mr. Heason's secret Santa. So I'm not very good at keeping secrets. And I tried to buy him some doggy socks, but got the wrong dog. It was a fiasco.
It was very close.
Very close. They look quite similar. Mr. Heason has got a lovely pet dog that I have met. And what you need to do is guess the dog's name. Was it A, Toby, B, Henry, or C, Percy? So it's either Toby, Henry, or Percy. You can vote now.
I didn't name it after Miss Piercy.
Wow. So vote now.
You
and
definitely did, Mr. Houston.
it is really good to see your answers. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Mr. Heason, what's your dog called?
He's called Percy. I think I talk about him quite a lot, so some people might remember that.
Thank you, Mr. Heason. Next up, I'm coming to our maths whiz, Miss Eckett. Miss Eckett's in the house. Miss Eckett, show your face. Hello.
Ooh, here I am.
Here she is. Okay, Miss Eckett, when she was younger, she's very talented, Miss Eckett. She played a musical instrument. What instrument was this? Was it A, a guitar, B, a cornet, or C, the drums? So it's A, guitar, B, a cornet, C, drums. Vote now. 5, 4, 3,
Drums.
2, 1. Make sure your vote is in. Now, I've got some divided answers here. So I can see, I think it's that Zeth at the bottom thinks it was a guitar. We've got Mr. Heason thinking a cornet. Anyone think the drums? Anybody think the drums? Did anybody go for C? Oh, Holly thinks C. What did you play?
Wow, I played the cornet. And all the naughty teachers gave you a clue because they all know.
Yeah, that's why you've got to be careful. Sometimes they might not know. Oh, I've got somebody in my waiting room. Okay.
I thought you were going to say drums then, Miss Eckett, when you start doing a drum roll.
Love to play the drums.
I was expecting you to sing a Music Man. I come from down the way. What can you play? What can you play? She plays the cornet. There we go. Thank you, Beckett. The next person I'm going to come to is our wonderful Mrs. Carnell. Are you there, Mrs. Carnell?
I'm here.
Here she is. Okay. So, Mrs. Carnell, again, is another talented staff member of ours. And she used to play quite a lot of sport when she was younger. But which current, I like the way you put current in there, current Premier League club women's team did she play for when she was younger? Was it A, Burnley, B, Sheffield United, or C, Manchester United?
Manchester United.
Which one, Sarah?
So she used to play for a Premier League women's club, and she either played for Burnley, Sheffield United, or Manchester United. Vote now.
Middle.
5, 4,
Manchester.
2, 1, 0. I've got a lot of B's. Sheffield United. I'm just going to skip. I can see Dougie Bull thinks A, Burnley. Rosalie thinks C. And I can see Theo thinks A. Now, let's go to the girl herself. I'm disappointed Derby wasn't on there, Mrs. Carnell.
Not in the Premier League, Miss Allen.
I know they're not in the Premier League, and we're struggling at the moment to stay where we are. We're just keeping out of that relegation zone. So, who did you used to play for, Mrs. Carnell?
It was B, Sheffield United.
Well done if you answered C.
All right.
No, you said Manchester.
Yes.
Wrong.
Never mind.
So the next
Oh, that's the stamp for wrong.
Oh, Mr.
No,
Mabbott.
that's the stamp for wrong.
You just admitted Mr. Mabbott. So welcome, Mr. Mabbott. Hello. Mr.
Hello there.
Mabbott. Oh. Okay. So the next talented teacher we're coming on to is our lovely Mrs. Ford, who is due to have a baby very, very soon. And we normally ask her for bump updates. I don't know if she's comfortable to share a bump update with so many people.
Would you like me to show my bump, Miss Allen?
I'd love you to show your bump.
I'll do it just for you, Miss Allen. I might have to stand on a chair though, which might not be very safe.
Don't stand on the chair.
I know, I'll kneel. There you go. So it's getting bigger.
We're getting bigger.
Getting bigger.
Okay. So, Mrs. Ford, Mrs. Ford had a dog. I'm going to mute some people just because I don't want the recording to. I'm just going to mute you all. Mute you all a moment. Okay. So Mrs. Ford had a dog when she was younger, and she's got a dog now, a new dog, haven't you, Mrs. Ford? She has. I can lip read very well. It was named after a type of shoe. What type of shoe was it named after? A slipper, B, a boot, or C, Wellington? So it's A, slipper, B, boot, or C, Wellington. Vote now. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What do we think?
C.
Oh, lots of A's and C's.
It's C.
So tell them, Miss Allen.
Oh, I don't know if you should tell. Yeah,
It was, are we ready? It was C, Wellington.
Bravo.
Yeah, right.
Well done.
But they're right.
Never mind.
I should have traced cut.
Rabbit. So,
And I've got a wrong stamp.
married. Now, I know a lot of children often call me
The
Miss.
wrong stamp.
I'm
2,
not married. It's not as easy to a man because they don't change their name. So it's always Mr. But Mr. Mabbott is married. And the question is, where did he go for his stag weekend? Now, children, what often happens before ladies and men get married is they go out with all their friends and have a really good time, okay? And Mr. Mabbott went away with his friends to have a really good time. Where did he go? Was it down to London? Was it B, up Snowdon? Or C, over to Dublin? So you've got London, Snowdon, or Dublin. Where did he go? Have a go.
London, Snowdon, or Dublin?
Miss Allen, I'm hoping everybody knows where Snowdon is, just in case they thought it might be the answer. It's a mountain.
Yeah, but people could go up mountains on their stag do if they wish. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. In. Where do you think he went? Quite a lot of people think you went up the mountain, Mr. Mabbott. We've got
That's an A, there's London. The answer was B, it was Snowdon. We did count at the bottom of Snowdon. It was very dark.
Right.
Very cold. Good fun.
Did you make it? I suppose you lived to tell the story, so you managed it down all right then as well.
Yes, we had some chocolate at the top, and we got yes, we made it. We're very sensible, but we danced our way down. So yes, we're all right.
Brilliant. Okay. Now, Mrs. Courtney Hale isn't here at the moment. Sadly, she can't join us. But I will read her question. So in 2014, Mrs. Courtney Hale was part of an adult team which came third in the world for something. So they were third in the whole world for this. What was it for? Was it A, gurning, B, street dancing, or C, calligraphy?
Street dancing.
So it's A, Gurney.
I really hope it's B.
Or C,
B.
B.
I'm gonna go for B.
I'm going to count down in 5, 4,
Neat
3,
dancing.
Yeah, what's that?
1.
Yeah.
Stop pulling some funny
Neat
faces.
dancing.
Stop pulling funny faces.
Neat dancing.
Quite a lot in calligraphy, nice writing. Who else have I got? I'm just checking all the answers. We've got
A.
well, the answer was street dancing.
Did we get it right? Did we get it right?
You're all on mute.
Oh, got it wrong.
I'm just putting you on mute just because some children can't hear when there's too much background noise. I'm just putting everybody on mute so that we can all hear everybody and all take part. Okay, the answer was street dancing. So well done if you got the point there. Okay, next question. We're on to our lovely Miss Sheldrick. Miss Sheldrick, are you there?
I'm here.
She is. So, Miss Sheldrick loves to ride on her bike and it's one of her hobbies. What is the furthest distance that she's ridden on her bike? Is it A, 35 kilometres, B, 100 kilometres, or C, 120 kilometres? So it's A, 35, B, 100, sorry, excuse me, or C, 120 kilometres. Vote now. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We've got Lily Bland thinking 100 kilometres. Mrs. Darby, 120.
120.
Did anybody think 35? Let me have a look. Oh, I've got some. Rosalia thinks 35. Now, Miss Sheldrick, tell us what the answer is.
It is C, 120 kilometres.
Wow, Miss Sheldrick, that is hard.
I finished it. We had a storm. I was absolutely wet through. Yeah, big challenge, but I did it. I stuck with it. I did it. I didn't give up. I had to get back home.
If you try.
Can.
There you go. That's it. Now, the next cheeky member of staff I'm coming to is our wonderful Mrs. Doherty. Mrs. Doherty, are you there?
Here I am.
Here she is. Okay, Mrs. Doherty has got a middle name. What is Mrs. Doherty's middle name? Is it A, Marie? Is it B, Catherine? Or is it C, a trick question because she doesn't even have one? So what is her middle name? A, Marie, B, Catherine, or C, trick question because she doesn't have one? Vote now. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We've got lots of C's. You must be a right trickster, Mrs. Doherty. We've got lots of A's on this page as well. Okay, Mrs. Doherty, tell us.
I don't have one. I don't have a middle name. Mr. Doherty says to my children, it's because my mummy and daddy didn't love me enough to give me a middle name, but he was being silly. It's not true.
I'll tell you a funny story with that, Mrs. Doherty. Both of my sisters have both got the middle name Peach, and I haven't. So I said maybe it's because they didn't love me enough to give me Peach, but I was just joking about that as well. Right. The next person I'm going to come to is our lovely Miss Piercy. Miss Piercy, are you there or are you frozen?
I'm probably still frozen.
Oh no, my magic wand works. Stay.
Did it? Yay!
So, she is frozen. Oh, you keep coming back. Miss Piercy broke her nose. How did she do this? Did she, A, walk into a lamppost? Did she, B, have a ball to the face during a netball match? Or C, did she fall over and face plant the floor? So it's A, walking into a lamppost, B, being hit in the nose with a netball, or C, falling over and face planting the floor. Vote now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Some of your drawings are so 0. Oh, some nice drawings there, Mr. Heason. What do you think, Mr. Heason?
I think the ball came
I'm
into the
loving
face.
these drawings.
Limited time.
Okay, we've got a real mixed bag of answers here, and as I say, some good drawings. Tell us, Miss Piercy, what happened?
We have. Well, I'm afraid I was clumsy enough to fall over nothing and land straight on my face.
Oh.
So I can't remember which letter it was.
Oh, that's C.
But it was that one.
But you're okay now, and your nose is fine.
C. It was C.
Brilliant. Thank you, Miss Piercy.
Oh yeah, it's all good.
The next person I'm coming to is somebody who'll be very shy on the screen today. It is Mrs. Darby, the shy one. Hello, Mrs. Darby. You can take yourself off mute.
I'm just getting Mr. Mabbott to put himself on mute so that you can't hear the echoey thing. I am very shy.
Yeah, we
So
know.
misread.
Right. The question for Mrs. Darby. Mrs. Darby is very much about her family and loves spending time with her family and our school family as well. How many children of her own, because I know Mrs. Darby talks about all of her children, like they're all her children, and I know she's got lots of children in the school, but how many children of her own does she have? Is it A, 1 child? Is it B, 3 children? Or is it C, 4 children? So how many children of her own does she have? 1, 3, or 4? Vote now. So it's A1, B3, or C4. 3. You can see Aborn thinks 3. Teachers are cheating. Well, teachers know. Owen, how many do you think? He's written B. He thinks 3. I can see Amber there, but I can't see what she's written because it's in the way of my trying to see. Move it across a tiny bit more, Amber. Amber thinks C. She's got 4 children. Mrs. Darby, talk to us.
Amber is absolutely right. I've got 4 children, 3 boys and 1 girl. I'm sorry my question's so boring though.
They're not boring, they're good. Okay, next person I'm coming to is our very competitive Miss Hames. Where are you, Miss Hames?
Hello.
Here she is, Miss Hames. Now, Miss Hames is quite sporty. Miss Hames and I have lots of healthy competition at the gym, don't we, Miss Hames?
We do.
We do, and competition's good because it helps you to become even better. So, what sport did Miss Hames compete in when she was younger? Was it A, tennis, B, swimming, or C, netball? Did she compete in tennis, swimming, or netball? A, B, or C? Vote now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Miss Hames, talk to us.
It was B, swimming.
Hey, Miss Hames, I've heard that you can teach swimming as well. Is that right?
I can do, yes. I used to coach the younger children at my swimming club. So yes, if anyone wants any swimming lessons, I'm your gal.
And if anybody wants to build us a swimming pool on site,
Lovely.
also be very welcome. Hands up, children, if you want to go to swimming lessons with Miss Hames. Oh, look, you've got lots of pupils already. I'll come. I'm rubbish at swimming. I am, yeah, not good. I get bad neck because I won't put my face in the water because I'm a bit of a scaredy cat. And I
I'll
don't.
teach you at the gym, Miss Ellen.
Pardon?
I'll teach you at the gym.
When we can go back, that would be really good. That would be amazing. Thank you for that, Miss Haynes. It's good to help each other and learn from each other, isn't it?
Definitely.
Nobody has all the answers ever. Right. I think I've done all of the teachers now. If you are a teacher and I haven't come to you, can you please just talk at me now? Brilliant. I have been to you all. I'm just going to make sure everybody's muted again, just so that we can all hear everybody. Okay, back to myself then. So you heard about a bad choice I made when I was a little girl. Now, when I was younger, I was 3 years old, and I got sacked from the childminders. The childminder said, "Don't bring her back. We don't want her." Why was this? And I'm telling you all my life story here, but it's good entertainment. Was it because Miss Allen bit another child again? A. Was it B, she told the childminder that her mummy and daddy didn't like her and she wouldn't be coming back? Or was it C, she locked herself in the childminder's bathroom with some poster paints and painted the bathroom? Which one was it? So it was A, biting another child, B, telling the childminder her mummy and daddy didn't like her and that she wouldn't be coming back, or C, painting the childminder's bathroom with poster paint. What did she do? Okay, we've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Well, I've got lots of answers here, some A's. I've got Mr. Heason, I can see you with your fangs out again. I've got, let me just go past. Oh, some people think B. Not many people think B, but I'll tell you it was B. So Miss Allen didn't really like her childminder. And when my mum came to pick me up, I had basically told the childminder that my mummy and daddy didn't like her, so I wouldn't be returning. And it was my last day today, and I'd miss her, but thank you very much. And yes, my mum was very upset and said, "Oh no, no, we do like you, and please can you still look after our child?" And she said, "Absolutely not, take her." And my godmother had to look after me until I could go to nursery. I've got much better in my older years, and I'm a good girl now. I don't do any of that nonsense. And if you're a child, don't go getting any ideas, because I know every trick in the book. Mrs. Darby, why have you put a question mark?
Just checking you are a good girl.
Oh, yes, I am. Okay, well done if you got the right answer. Okay, the next question is about Miss Wright. Miss Wright, are you still there?
Yep, still here.
How many Oreos have you eaten?
4.
4 Oreos. Okay, Miss Wright loves Disney, and we all know Miss Wright loves Disney. What is her favourite Disney film? Is it A, Sword in the Stone, B, I don't know whether it's Lilo or Lilo and Stitch. Can you correct? Lilo and Stitch. Or C, Moana. So it's A, Sword in the Stone, B, Lilo and Stitch, C, Moana.
B.
Moana, sorry. Okay, 1 minute. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, 0. Oh, I can see Mr. Mabbott's drawn something. Don't know what that is. Oh, I like your drawing, Mr. Heason.
It's meant to be a stitch, Miss Allen. I think that's where Mr. Mabbott's going with his artistic skills.
Oh, right, okay, brilliant. And it's sound buttoned as well. I can see Dougie thinks it's B. Owen thinks it's B. I can see May and Raya, but I don't know what they've voted. What have you voted, girls? C. Lily, I can't see yours. What have you voted? C. I can also see Amber. What have you voted? Hold on, Amber. I don't know where you've gone. You've moved on my screen. Oh, C. Amber's voted C. Okay, back to Miss Wright. Miss Wright, can you tell us what the answer is, please?
I think everyone's going to be really, really surprised because nobody picked the right answer from what I can see. Everyone always presumes that it's Lilo and Stitch because I absolutely love Stitch. He's my absolute favourite. But my favourite Disney film is The Sword and the Stone, which is a very, very old film that lots of people might not have seen before.
Where's the pen?
A very old one.
This run out of ink.
Just introduce you all again so everybody can hear. Okay, thank you very much, Miss Wright. Now, the next person I'm coming on to is our cheeky Mr. Heeson again. Are you there, Mr. Heeson?
Hello, I'm here.
Here he is. Now, Mr. Heeson broke a bone last year. What bone? And now, Mr. Heeson, you got this question in last minute.
No, I thought I'd change it.
Mr. Heeson decided what his questions were and then said, can I change it last minute? So this is a new addition. Which bone did Mr. Heeson break? Was it A, his leg? Was it B, his foot? Or was it C, his arm?
It caused quite a stir in school, didn't it, unfortunately?
He looked after you and you lived to tell the tale.
I absolutely did. I was a resilient rabbit.
You did. And broken bones don't last forever, as we heard about Miss Piercy's nose. Okay.
Oh, I love that drawing, Mr. Mabbott.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. I can see Holly Melpass thinks A. Thinks you broke your leg. We've got lots of B's. Arena thinks B. I can see Arthur thinks C. Daisy and Henry Farthing think B.
B.
B. Right.
B.
I'm going to, okay, Mr. Heeson, tell us the story.
So unfortunately, Mr. Heeson was being a little bit silly and he'd got a brand new puppy, Percy, and he was running around in the garden and somehow I managed to fall over and I broke my foot. So I had to go to hospital and I got a big cast put on it. And as my class last year very kindly told me, I walked like a penguin for a while. So, so it was big.
Thank you, Mr. Heeson. Well done if you got that right. Now, next we are on to our maths wizard, Miss Eckett. Miss Eckett, are you there? Miss Eckett. Now, Miss Eckett,
I am here.
So all teachers, you all come to school and you do all your learning here, and then you decide what you want to be when you're older, and you can be anything you want to be. And as we've learned, we need everybody in our community to make it work well. And when teachers go on to decide what they want to do, they all have to go to a place called university, or most of them do. Miss Eckett went to university with another member of our staff team, another teacher that's on here today, and they became very good friends. Which teacher did Miss Eckett go to university with to train to be a teacher? Was it A, Miss Sheldrick? Was it B, Mr. Mabbott? Or was it C, Mrs. Carnell? So A, Miss Sheldrick, B, Mr. Mabbott, or C, Mrs. Carnell? Vote for me now. I've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Is it Mr. Heeson? That's cheating. You can't put B/C.
No, Miss Eckett's cheating. I know the answer to this. Miss Eckett's cheating.
No, she's not cheating, Mr. Heeson. We'll have that healthy debate later. Oh dear. Now, we've got a B/C. We've got an A by Mrs. Doherty. We've got
B.
C from Lily. A from Amber. A from Arthur.
A.
B from Harry Bailey. I'm having to work out all of your names from your parents' names if I can't see your faces if you're holding things up. Okay, talk to us, Miss Eckett. Tell us the story.
Wow, the lady that I met at university was my very lovely friend, Mrs. Carnell. Do you like your picture, Mrs. Carnell?
I love it, Miss Eckett. What a good question.
So, Mrs. Carnell and I have known each other since we were very small. We were 18, weren't we, Mrs. Carnell?
Oh, very young, Miss Eckett.
Very young when we first met. But yes, Mr. Heatham, I do think that Mr. Mabbott was at university at the same time as Mrs. Carnell and I, but I didn't know Mr. Mabbott until we came to Alveston.
Oh, trick question.
Heatham, you got the answer wrong. You can't get them right all the time. So sorry, no point for you. Right. Thank you, Miss Eckett. Now, the next question leads me on to Mrs. Carnell. Now, Mrs. Carnell has many friends, and everybody loves to be Mrs. Carnell's friend because she's such a caring person. Who was Mrs. Carnell's best friend when she was a young child? Was it A, her next door neighbour? Was it B, her dog? Or C, was it her imaginary friend? So it was A, the next door neighbour, B, her dog, or C, an imaginary friend. Vote now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We've got some B's, we've got some C's. I can't see. Oh, Millie. It's A. Hello, Millie. I've got a backward B. I've got Mr. Heatham rings again. Talk to us then. Tell us, Mrs. Carnell, who was your friend?
Well, it was an imaginary friend. When I was 2, my best friend was my imaginary friend, and I called her. She had a name as well. She had a name. She was called Little Helper. And she was my friend. And then when my baby brother was born, when I was nearly 3, she disappeared and he was my best friend instead.
Thank you. We're all your friends here, Mrs. Carnell.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, now over to Mrs. Ford and her baby bump. So, Mrs. Ford wrote this bit herself, but I beg to differ. And what Mrs. Ford wrote is, although Mrs. Ford is a good girl now, she was a little bit naughty when she was younger. At the
You'd never
end,
think it, would you, Miss Allen?
no.
I was naughty.
To be honest, Mrs. Ford likes to
I
follow
was such a good girl.
all the rules, so no, I wouldn't think it really. But at the end of a school day, her mummy used to come and pick her up from school. And sometimes if she was a little bit grumpy or maybe a bit cross about something, she would throw something at her. Hopefully nobody does that in our school because that would be very bad and we'd be very disappointed. But we all know that at times you all make the wrong choices, and it's okay to make the wrong choices as long as you learn from them and you don't do it again and that you're sorry. So Mrs. Ford is very sorry about what she did to her mummy and what she threw at her mummy. But she did throw something at her mummy when she was a bit cross and a bit upset. Was it A, her book bag? Was it B, her lunchbox? Or was it C, her reading book? So when Mrs. Ford was in a grump, what did she throw at her mummy? A, a book bag, B, lunchbox, or C, reading book? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
C.
Got quite a lot of C's.
C.
Mrs. Doherty's put none of them. Unfortunately, Miss Doherty, I threw my lunchbox at my mum, which I wouldn't dream of doing anything like that now because I'm such a good girl, and I'm sure the children wouldn't do anything like that, but I was very naughty, so I should throw my lunchbox at her. Isn't that terrible?
But you don't do things like that anymore.
I'd never do that now, Miss Allen, no.
Okay.
It'd be my lunchbox.
Now, I'd tell you not having any lunch in future. So, the next person we are coming to is Mr. Mabbott. Mr. Mabbott, are you there? Here he is.
I am.
As usual. So, now this is a bit of a tongue twister, so I don't know if you've done this to try.
I'm trying to think which question it was that I sent you, but go on.
Right. For which F sport, so a sport F, so there's a sport beginning with F, and Mr. Mabbott's father and brother were deemed the kings of Kettering, and they were made these kings of Kettering for some a sport that they played and took part in. Was it A, for fishing? Were they the fishing kings of Kettering? Was it B, were they the football kings of Kettering, or C, were they the frisbee kings of Kettering? So fishing, football, or frisbee? A for fishing, B for football, C for frisbee. Vote now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. I can see, let me have a look who I've got. I've got Pippa's mummy. I can't quite see what she's very preoccupied. What have you got there, Pippa's mummy?
Yeah.
You think he was the fishing king they were the fishing kings of Kettering. Miss Eckett thinks A. I can see Mrs. Doherty thinks C. Miss Wright thinks A. Rosalia thinks, sorry, Rosalia, you my screen. Rosalia thinks B. I think she thought A and it's changed into a B. I think it was Caleb there somewhere. Caleb, what have you, hold it a bit higher, lovely, so I can see. He thinks B. Mr. Mabbott, talk to us.
They were in the Anglian Times newspaper as the fishing kings of Kettering.
Oh, well done. Okay, moving on. Next question. The next question I have got is about Mrs. Courtney Hale, and her question is about the primary school that she attended. So in which county was the first primary school Mrs. Courtney Hale ever attended? Was it A, Oxfordshire? Was it B, Warwickshire? Or C, Northamptonshire? So A, Oxfordshire, B, Warwickshire, or C, Northamptonshire. Vote now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Got a mixed bag here. I've got A's, B's and C's I can see. Okay, I will tell you the answer is Northamptonshire. So well done if you got that answer correct. Now, this question has been intriguing me all day, and I hope that we can maybe get a little song from this person in relation to the answer as a clue at the end. So this person used to work, this teacher is Miss Sheldrick. Miss Sheldrick, are you there?
I'm here.
Here she is. Miss Sheldrick used to work at a hotel restaurant, and she served a famous band who came in to dine while she was working there. Who were the famous band? Was it A, Take That? Was it B, Westlife? Or was it C, 5? Now I can't say 5 without saying 5 will make you get up, singing 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 will make you get down now. It makes me want to sing that all the time. So did she serve Take That, Westlife, or 5? Vote now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I've got some A's, B's and C's mainly. I've got I think mainly A's. I think mainly people are saying Take That. Just have a look. Can you hum one of the songs to give us a little clue first?
I can't think of one.
Oh no.
I know. It was a long time ago.
So who was it? Which band then, Miss Sheldrick?
So it's when I was at university and I had to have a little job at the same time. So I worked in this hotel bar. It was down in Bournemouth. We used to get lots of famous bands coming along and they used to stay at the hotel. It was Westlife.
Oh, I can give you some Westlife. I love a bit of Westlife.
Westlife.
Everybody's looking for that something. One thing that makes it all complete. There you go.
That's it. Thank you. Yeah, it was Westlife. And they ordered, I can't remember the food, but I can remember they had pints of milk, so having to take over a tray with their milk.
Probably because they do say you should drink milk, don't they, if you're singing?
Yeah, that's what they had.
And now you all know why I didn't join in with Miss Buckley at the musical concert the other night, because I am a terrible singer, but I'm not afraid to sing. Because if you try.
You can.
That's right. I'm a bit jealous of that. I love Westlife. I'd love to go and see them on concert or in tour when we can. Now, I'm to Mrs. Doherty. Mrs. Doherty's shoes are the height of the news. I don't know the answer to this, but it made me think of our we don't want to be on the naughty list, because Mrs. Doherty is famous for her funky shoes. Now, Mrs. Doherty had a 30th birthday, which tells you that she's actually older than 30 now. And we want to know what she did to celebrate her 30th birthday. Did she A, get a new pair of shoes? Did she B, celebrate it with a lovely family meal? Or did she C, skydive? So a new pair of shoes, which were the height of the news. Was it B, with a lovely family meal? Or C, was it a skydive? Vote now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mrs. Darby, you haven't voted on this one. C. I don't want any cheating going on. I would like your lines as well. Now, lots of people have actually said C. I think that might be some A's as well. Theo and Maxwell have put A. Okay, Mrs. Doherty, talk to us.
Well, I was sure I would catch you all out with that one, and you would say with a new pair of shoes, but it was in fact a skydive. I didn't know, I didn't ask for it, but on my 30th birthday, Mr. Doherty took me off in the car and drove me to an airfield and said, surprise, and off I went.
Oh dear.
And I've got a DVD to show you maybe one day when we're back in school, but it was brilliant.
Gosh, you're very brave, Mrs. Doherty. I'd have to tackle a few fears before I did that. Were you scared? I don't know if you can hear me. Were you scared, Mrs. Doherty?
The scariest bit was climbing in the plane, because they put up this little tin ladder, which then they just took away, and you just sat on the floor. There were no seats in the plane. That was the scary bit, but it was really, really good fun. I would love to do it again.
Wow. Admire you for that. Okay, back to Miss Piercy with a fixed nose. You be careful walking around, Miss Piercy. We don't want you face planting the floor. Okay, Miss Piercy.
I'm just too clumsy.
Miss Piercy has got a rabbit. What is her pet rabbit called? Is it A, Thumper, B, Blue, or C, Peter? So A, Thumper, B, Blue, or C, Peter. You confused me, Miss Piercy, by writing 1, 2, 3. So A, Thumper, B, Blue, or C.
Oh, sorry.
Vote now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Show me.
Ooh.
Dougie thinks C. Owen thinks B. Henry and Daisy think C. Mr. Heason thinks B. Okay, Miss Eckett thinks A. And Miss Sheldrick thinks
I love the drawing.
You're in the top left-hand screen, and I keep missing you, sorry. I can see you now. Okay, Miss Piercy, talk to us.
So my lovely pet rabbit, I moved out from my mummy and daddy's house, and I was told that my lovely pet rabbit had to stay at their house. So she's not actually at my house anymore, but I named her my favorite color, blue.
Oh, hopefully when we're out of lockdown, Miss Piercy, you can go back and you can see your pet rabbit safely, because there's all things that we're missing, and we spoke about it in assembly, those sacrifices.
I know.
Now I've got two. Oh.
You like my cat?
Oh, I love your cat. Is it real, Harry? Yep. Is it real?
Yeah.
Wow. I love your cat. I'm going to put you on mute now, Harry, though. Thank you. Okay. Now, we've got 2 questions left. Now we're over to our Mrs. Darby. The question is, now Mrs. Darby loves animals, I know that, and she has got a dog. Now, oh, right, okay. Okay, what sort of dog does Mrs. Darby have? Is it A, a poodle, B, a Labrador, or C, a beagle? A, a poodle, C, a Labrador, or C, a beagle? Vote now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm watching. None of the teachers are taking part. I wonder why. Oh, some are. Oh, some are doing it. What's a beagle? Oh, got mixed bag. Lots of B's going on. I can see Pippa's family think B. Daisy think B. Okay, talk to us, Mrs. Darby.
Okay, I was tricking you really because I've got 3 dogs at home, so that was a bit naughty of me. But the one that I've got here on my phone, I don't know whether you can see, it's our Labrador. That's Milo.
Now,
Our house is a bit mad, isn't it?
Mrs. Darby, I knew you were tricking. That's why I was like, what?
I know.
I was thinking, you fibber, you're tricking them. So well done. You can all get a point on that one. Because she's, now I'm on to the last question. So it's our Miss Hames. Miss Hames, are you there?
I'm here.
Yes, she is. Okay. Miss Hames got stuck somewhere in 2018 and she got stuck for 20 minutes. Okay. Where did Miss Hames get stuck? Was it A, in a car wash? Was it B, on a roller coaster? Or was it C, in a lift? So A, a car wash, B, a roller coaster, or C, a lift?
I want to sing that car wash song. Is that car wash?
Keep going.
I don't know the rest. That's it. I just know the one word. Sorry.
Okay, so we've got lots of answers here. Lots of people still joining in. Arthur thinks C, you got stuck in a lift. Henry thinks you got stuck in a roller coaster. Dougie thinks you got stuck in a car wash. Mr. Heeson looks like you're in jail. What's that meant to be? C, a lift. All right. Okay. And Miss Piercy thinks A, the car wash. Talk to us, Miss Hames.
I did in fact get stuck in the car wash. It was horrible. It was, I don't go in the car wash anymore. Like, I don't go through that. I have to just do it manually now with my hands because in a bucket and a sponge, it was horrible.
Oh dear. Okay, so well done if you got that answer correct. Now, hopefully you've all had great fun this evening and have managed to get to know your teachers that little bit better. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the greatest show back on, because hopefully it was the greatest quiz you've ever been part of, and the teachers and you can dance along, and then I am going to turn off the meeting. I hope you really enjoyed it, and well done to the school council for suggesting it, because the school council actually asked for this. So well done to the school council, who are power to you all. They're making sure your voices are heard, so well done. Okay, I'm going to put on the Greatest Showman. There we go. Come on, teachers. We're waiting for you to dance. Oh, can you not hear it?
I want to know people's scores, Miss.
Oh, sorry. Mrs. Connor wants to know your scores. Anybody willing to share your scores? How well you knew your teachers?
I got them all right.
Oh, you didn't, Miss Hayes.
Oh.
So I'm going to, sorry guys, I'm going to just mute you all, and I will invite you. If you put your hand up, I will invite you to speak if you want to speak, just so we can hear everybody and everybody gets a chance. Bear with me one tiny, oh dear. Oh, where am I? What am I doing? Right, okay, Holly, how many did you get?
8.
8. Well done, Holly. Good attempt. Fantastic. Amber, how many did you get? Sorry,
Did you say Amber? Sorry.
Amber, that's it. Amber, precious.
How many?
9.
Oh, 9. Well done. Good girl. Thank you. Who else has got the hand up? Harry, how many did you get with the help from your cat?
12.
Oh, 12. You know your teachers very well. Good boy. I've got Azan. How many did you get, Azan and Kiara? Kyra and Azan. Sorry, I've read your name wrong. Kyra and Azan.
8.
8. Good effort. Well done. Now I'm just going to go to my next page, see if anybody's got the hand up and wants to share. Oh, I've got Irina. Irina, how many did you get? Irina? She's not there. How about Sarah? Sarah, how many did you get?
Каждошници 6. Thank you very much for a great evening. We had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Did you get 14? Wow, brilliant. I'm glad you all had fun as well.
A lot of fun. We had a lot.
We had lots of fun.
Lots?
Loads.
You had loads of fun, did you, Irina? There you are.
Yes.
How many did you get?
6.
Well done. Good girl. Well done. I've got Millie. How many did you get, Millie? 7. Wow. Good girl. Arthur, how many did you get?
I got half. And do you like my dog?
I love your dog. What's your dog's name?
Frank.
Frank. He's lovely and looks very cuddly.
Miss Ellen.
Yes, whoever that is. Harry, yes.
I forgot what I was going to say.
Oh, okay. Owen, how many did you get?
Nothing, I forgot what I was going to say.
12. Wow, Owen. Impressive. Well done. I like your mummy's wallpaper as well. It looks very fun. Okay, I'll take one more score. Does anybody else want to share their score that I haven't been to with a hand up? Oh, that's I think everybody's, I don't think I can see any more with a hand up. Oh, it's Dougie, have you got your hand up? Oh, I can see Theo has. Theo, how many did you get? Theo? Zach, sorry, I'm still calling you your brother's name. Zach, how many did you get? Zach, are you there?
I was just a bit muted.
We got 8.
8.
Yeah, I'm a bit in pain because my stomach hurts.
Oh, does it? I hope you feel better. Oh, we're thinking of you. I'll send you lots of love. Virtual hugs.
Oh, thank you.
Feel better.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Right, and I think that concludes our quiz night. So well done, everybody, and hopefully if you're at home, you can join in as you go. Mrs. Connell, this time I expect to see you dancing. Okay, hopefully you'll be able to hear it a little bit. Can you hear? This is the rainbow. Bye, everybody. I'll take my hat off to you all. Good scores. See you soon.